Hey, it's me again. And yeah, I gotta talk to Blackstone about Blackstone because it's concerning. Everybody is, I guess, if you're on Facebook, which the town council, the mayor hates because it lets the average citizen know what's going on in the town, is aware that the town council is facing, I guess, employee problem because of a high-ranking employee stepping outside of the, I guess, purview of their job and confronting the wrong individual over a matter or over an incident that he really had no part of, that individual. And, it may be laying the town open to, a case of wrongful detention, a couple of other minor things. And then there's the issue of the gun being openly worn on municipal property when the rules plainly state that town employees, except with the exception of sworn law enforcement personnel, are not to have firearms, explosives, or dangerous weapons while performing their job in municipal spaces. It's there in black and white. The rule has been there for a while. But certain individuals, because who they are and what they think they are, think that the rules don't matter to them. Just like certain former president. But when it's a racial issue, we get accused of playing the R card, the race card. Why you gotta play the race card? People, be aware. Certain people, certain individuals that are backing certain individuals are trying to play the Second Amendment card, the G card. Second Amendment is absolute. I got the right to do whatever the hell I want to do with my weapon. Y'all not the only people that like guns, but some of us are realistic in our responsibility and how we want to carry and possess our weapons. I have nothing against the Second Amendment. You got to be able to protect yourself on your own property from all comers. You need to be able to protect yourself out in public now because of the way it is. But open carry on municipal property when you have police available, when you have other security measures available that the public doesn't have, you do not need to be armed in public. If you do it to satisfy this one individual or a small group of individuals, because everybody's not going to carry a gun, but then you're going to have other people jump on the train and you have no idea how well they're trained. You have no idea if their temperament is suited for being armed while on the job. You have no. There was an incident at VCU where one employee murdered another employee over a freaking set of gloves on the job. We talk about the violence in the inner cities. We talk about, oh, there's too many guns in the inner city. We talk about black on black crime. We talk about crime among the poor in the South. It's obvious gun violence is increased. I bought a gun again because of gun violence. I don't want to walk out and get jacked. It's not that I'm worried about losing material possessions. That's what they make insurance from. And some stuff you just got to take a L for sometimes. But I don't want to take a L on my life. But I don't have the situation where I got police protection right there in the same building. Cops don't live in my house. Cops don't patrol my house. Cops don't work out of my house. You see the difference? I'm not saying nothing can't happen, but the probability is it's less likely to happen. Now, the ill effects of this, like I said, if you change the rules for one, more people are going to jump onto it. And eventually, what you thought you were doing for good, because your Second Amendment rights are so precious, you're going to create a situation, say, like in Utah, where what you thought was your absolute right is going to be used against you. Because now you're going to see people that you really don't want to be armed. Because you can't say they can do it and you can't do it. In Utah, they were hell-bent, the state assembly was hell-bent on banning books. And they targeted LGBTQ, they targeted black authors, they targeted Native American authors, they targeted anything that wasn't straight, white, and their version of Americana. And guess what happened? Somebody successfully had the Bible. Yeah, your precious Bible, the Christian Bible, the King James Bible, removed under the very laws that they pushed through the State House to make Utah the way they wanted it to be. Blackstone, don't let council go crazy and make Blackstone the way that they want it to be, because I'm telling you, they supposed to be representing the whole town, but this BS is only representing a select few. Instead of dealing with the problem, I don't know, maybe they scared of the individual they got to deal with. Maybe they secretly, have some other alternative motive in maybe this person is just really the one running the show. I don't know. But what they are trying to do, I do know that it's going to hurt the town. And it doesn't even have to be in the long run. It's going to be faster than you think. Because look, every town in Nottoway County, let's be honest, those towns are struggling. The entire county is struggling. Everybody's struggling to bring industry back in. Everybody's struggling to bring outside business back in, because the few local businesses that have survived, they can only employ so many people. They can only put so much revenue into the town where they provide. They can only put so much revenue back into the economy. And sometimes, because of the business that they do, the only revenue that they put back into the local economy is the taxes that they pay, which in most cases are maybe purposely rigged in their favor. And I'm not saying illegally, that's just, the way some of these old deals have gone. And then whatever money that the people that work for them put back into the community. But see, that only works if the people live in the community. If you turn Blackstone into an armed camp, you're going to present an image that's not going to attract a lot of businesses. And right now, towns in Nottoway County need any business they can, as long as it's not going to have a negative impact on the county, on the community. You need every candy store, every convenience store. You need every small factory. You need all of this to keep the towns going. A lot of big industry, unless it's a gun making business, they're not even going to consider Blackstone when they come to check your town out and walk into your town hall to see what's going on and talk to your town representatives, and they see people running around that without badges, wearing guns just because they can. When they see citizens walking down the street wearing guns because the people in the town hall wear guns, and I'm not being hyperbolic. This shit happens. If you don't think so, get out of Blackstone and go around this country and see how far this madness has gone. Part of the problem is a lot of people think they can do stuff in Blackstone and make Blackstone secluded. You know, we can be an isolationist town and make Blackstone our little heaven. You can't. You can't. You need new blood. You need new money. And all these moves, all this crazy mess that's going on, most people that are going to be good for Blackstone, most businesses that are going to be good for Blackstone, for all the people of Blackstone, not just a select few that are going to make money off of selling their land or helping people get the land to put their businesses there. Yeah, I said that. It's about people, man. People make towns. People are the residents of the town. So why, to protect one individual that has openly broken that rule and several other rules, I don't care how good they are in their job, if it had been somebody else, they would have been gone. They would have. I don't know what the control factor is, but y'all need to put your foot down somewhere. It's not a Second Amendment thing. It's about one person doing whatever the hell they want to, whenever the hell they want to, and how they want to do it, irregardless of the rules for everyone else. Think about this. You arm town employees or allow town employees, okay, you can bring your arms. Virginia is basically a Second Amendment state, open carry. So now you got armed people, cashiers, receptionists, secretaries, whatever, that deal with the public face to face every day. How long before the public starts pushing their Second Amendment rights and says, well, look, if you letting employees be armed on the clock, why do I have to leave my weapon in the car when I come to pay my bills? That argument that took place that brought all of this to a head, it takes on another really, really ugly face. Somebody's going to get hurt. And under the wrong conditions, once again, Blackstone's going to be liable. And all those residents that didn't want this shit to happen in the first place are the ones that are going to have to dig deep to pay off the tax increases that are going to be generated from the council, or a few people on the council, people that really think they run the town, desire to make shit to suit them. They don't give a shit about anybody else. It's just all about them. Because if they really, really, really thought about the town on the whole, the progress of the town, that making the town into something that can be enjoyed by everyone, half this shit wouldn't even happen. Now, but that's the nature of small town politics. Small town politics has always been power play politics. Small town politics has always, in reality, for the most part, and in a lot of cases, has been ruled by the minority. And if you go and just check it a little bit, check the history of some of these small dying towns, you'll find out that a lot of it is just due to the actions of councils that were dominated by public officials, whether elected or paid or employees, that had their own agendas, that thought they ran everything instead of just staying within their job, doing what they were required to do by their job requirements. Sometimes you just got to stay in your lane, because when you start operating like everything is yours, you kill the very thing that gives you your livelihood. Told you about Utah. It's happening. Look at Florida. Look at what DeSantis has done to Florida. The Florida State Assembly, the majority one party Florida State Assembly, the same party as the madman governor, They run around holding meetings trying to explain what DeSantis really meant, or what it was really intended for, or what they really thought it was intended for. And the people that are affected are not having it because it's on the books. You laid it open. Any cop, any person that wants to use this against me as an individual, now they have the legal means to do it. So I'm out. Don't fall for the okie doke. Do not allow them to move the goalpost, claiming that it's a violation of individual Second Amendment rights. It's not. It's not. You are not trying to take this person's weapon, or whoever is doing that. You're not trying to take their weapons. You're not trying to tell them that they can't own weapons. You are just telling them that you cannot have it while you are on the clock under the pay of the town of Blackstone. Well, that's it. That's all I got to say. Get back, make a comment. Like, let me know how you feel. You can call me, but just be careful what you call me. And I'm not going to stop. It's because Blackstone residents need a voice. They are learning to speak up for themselves. But sometimes if you got somebody hollering for the outside, from the outside looking in, it gets the attention of a lot of other people, a lot of places outside of Blackstone. Blackstone County Council, you are responsible for the future of that town. What you do today is going to affect the town 5, 10, 15 years down the road. That's your legacy. That's your responsibility. That's what you were elected to do. And if you are concerned about legacies, this is part of your legacy. You are responsible for the material progress of the city, but you're also responsible for the social welfare of the residents that put you in those damn chairs. That's all I'm going to say. As always, no matter how upset you make me, peace out. And seriously, God bless. From Uncle Ricky's at Uncle Ricky's house.